to another episode of Comic Book Reviews. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise for more information. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. Hey comic book fans, Kevin Given back with you once again, reviewing 2 more comic books. Don't forget to check out my reviews on the Comics for Sinners website as well as the Comic Crusaders website. This week we're going to review Black Hammer Justice League Hammer of Justice #1 and Savage Sword of Conan #6. Let's begin with Conan. And this tale begins with our hero leaving Cimmeria and arriving at a tavern at the Kazakian Pass. As always, Conan's sitting alone, enjoying his buzz-on when a blonde-haired stranger arrives. He asks permission to sit with our barbarian, and Conan says, "Suit yourself." The stranger obliges and begins telling jokes and talking Conan's ear off, even offering him a glass of ale. But Conan, somber as always, ignores the stranger. But as the night progresses, he eventually drinks from the cup, which he shouldn't have. Looking at the creative team, Meredith Finch stays true to our savage sword holder's image and keeps him aloof. The blonde-haired stranger knows Conan well, since Conan had a run-in with his uncle Thorfell years ago. Conan doesn't seem to remember this at all, but Conan is drugged and brought aboard a slave ship. Some good savage imagery here keeps the excitement level up. The slave ship's destination is a country called Akif, where a tournament is to be held, and the winner will gain the general's daughter's hand as a reward. Before said tournament begins, they start the show with a lesser battle involving the captured slaves. I enjoy my savage tales quite a bit, and this one's up there with the best of them. Our hero's mettle is tried once again, and he has to show off why he is the future king. Great stuff includes a battle with our hero, still weakened by the drug used to trap him, which makes him more vulnerable than usual, upping the stakes, and the general's daughter shows an interest in Conan. Luke Ross is every bit as great a Conan artist as we've had in recent years. Indeed, Conan's visage reminds me a bit of Big John Buscema's under Ross's pencils. His face is a serious, no-nonsense scowl that sparks fear in the hearts of his enemies. He has the muscle-bound Hyborian Age hero look as right as he can be. Highlights include the splash of Conan taking out another gladiator wannabe in the arena, and the final splash, and a fitting display of rage and revenge. In conclusion, this is one story that probably won't go down as a classic, but it's a great tale of intense fury, and would probably make Robert E. Howard proud as Conan is pushed to his physical limitations. He's up against the odds once again, and the odds are afraid. His captors are impressed, and the young lady aspires to be Conan's love interest, despite her father's wishes. And the final page of this story is so satisfactory as no spoilers. Read it for yourself. 3 stars, 8.3 rating from this comic book reviewer. And now let's look at Black Hammer Justice League Hammer of Justice #1. As anyone knows who reads my comic book reviews, I love my intercompany mashups. Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Hulk, even Archie Kiss. It's all great stuff. When 2 universes collide, such as Star Trek Planet of the Apes, it's generally explained away in a panel or 2. Usually it's some kind of anomaly that one group has to pass through to get to the other universe. Then the action begins as the 2 sides meet, usually for the first time. But not here. The entire first issue is dedicated to how the universes mesh up, and it's awesome. The creative team. Jeff Lemire brings his quirky heroes into a setup where they will meet DC's quirky heroes. It's a fun ride, too, as he opens this issue with Abraham confronting Talkie Walkie as he is attempting to build an interdimensional travel machine out of Abraham's tractor. Life can be boring on a farm, especially if you're not even human and thirst for adventure. Lemire loves to write with his tongue planted firmly in his cheek, and the way he brings the Dark Horse universe into the DC universe, or is it the other way around? He does this so cleverly we're not sure who's in whose universe at first. That is, until nearly the end of issue 1. But I'm not going to give it away here. Yes, you will find out who is in whose universe by the end of this issue. But it's so much fun finding out that I want you to see for yourself. Great stuff includes the arrival of the stranger to both universes and Gail's attempt to become the hero that she used to be. Michael Walsh's take on the Justice League is unique, and I think it will appeal to DC fans. There's a Mike Mignola-esque quality here that works well for the Black Hammer universe, and it brings out a distinctiveness to the DC characters as we've never seen them before. Highlights include the first appearance of Superman and the first villain the Justice League ever faced. In conclusion, another intercompany mashup, but this time the two universes don't collide as easily as in comics past. The way the two universes ultimately collide is clever and amusing. The main characters in both universes have more in common than you know, to the point of meeting the stranger in a similar way to their other universe counterparts. You don't really learn what the stranger wants from the farms in both universes, but that's part of the fun as we try to guess the motivations of the characters. The stranger turns out to not be what he seems, as the dimensional rift is finally breached, and we find out, no spoilers, to be continued. 3.5 stars, 8.9 rating from this comic book reviewer. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise for more information. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. And that was our look at comic book reviews for this week. Until next time, this is Kevin Gibbons saying so long and keep reading those comics.